Very well, we will approach this with two ideas. Very simply, then, the first idea is you have several past lives that are very applicable to your present moment, your present lifetime, the present circumstances. And the one way, then, to get the most use out of these other lifetimes in the most substantial and effective way is before you go to sleep, and you can also do this in the morning, is to ask that those lifetimes, those experiences that are very deep, very wise, and very rich begin to come forth through you in your present lifetime, begin to be usable and accessible for you in ways perhaps you won't recognize are from those other past lives, but nevertheless you begin to have access to those abilities, that wisdom, that knowledge, those experiences, the richness that you gained in those past lives. Allow and ask before you go to sleep and when you wake up in the morning that ability from those lifetimes begin to flourish in your present life, that you begin to, as though you are the person in those other lifetimes, living those abilities and utilizing that wisdom, and thus then those skills, those experiences, and those wisdoms are then more utilizable for you in your present life. This then you can ask that these connections begin to be made before you go to sleep, and also perhaps in the morning when you wake up, ask that these connections begin to be more strongly resonant with you. For they are in a sense lifetimes that do exist on a different channel, on a different frequency, and so then as you ask to connect to the richnesses of those lifetimes, you in a sense overlay those channels of those realities into your present reality, as if you are bonding two frequencies of reality into your present aware reality channel. You follow that idea?
I do.
And then also the second idea is to understand that as you have past life, this idea, you also have future life. And so then you can apply the same idea that we just mentioned to ask before you go to sleep, and perhaps when you get up in the morning, that you also connect to those future lifetimes that would be of greatest usefulness for you. That then in that past life, where the being that you will be in a future life, is also experiencing great richness and great wisdom, and that you then are asking in your present life before you go to sleep, and then when you wake up in the morning, to connect to those channels of reality of future or future lifetimes. Do you follow this idea?
I do.
Very good. You really can do this. This is a reality. This isn't just make-believe in the sense of a fairy tale. Realize that anything you're experiencing is really just a process of your making yourself believe in the reality. So in that sense, you could say it's a make-believe, but it is the way in which reality is manifested in your physical world. For what you put out is what you get back. What you most strongly believe, in a sense, then, is what you attract and get back as your experience of day-to-day reality, if you will. It's like a mirror. Everything that we have said can be overlaid with this idea. If you will imagine yourself standing in front of a mirror, the reflection in the mirror cannot smile until you smile. Once you smile, your reflection in the mirror will smile too, and your reflection in the mirror cannot smile until you smile. But once you smile, your reflection has no choice but to smile. So then if you apply this analogy to your physical world, physical reality is very much like a multidimensional mirror. What you put out is what you get back in physical reality. If you put out most strongly these ideas and beliefs that are in a sense about life that are like of a smiling attitude, a smiling approach about life, then physical reality, the mirror of physical reality, will reflect back to you experiences of you smiling, of the smiling attitudes and beliefs about yourself and life that you are putting out. Do you follow this analogy of the physical reality mirror?
I do.
Very good. And so then the ideas we have shared with you of meeting new people, the more you believe that you will know what you need to know, thus then, when you put that out, physical reality will reflect back to you that you know. And that then when you meet a new person, a female perhaps companion, the more you know that you will have all the ideas come forth appropriately that you need to have come forth. You will then begin, the physical reality will begin reflecting back to you that reality. It cannot not work. If there seems to be a hiccup, it doesn't seem to be working, then perhaps it would only mean there is still some belief that within you is not quite yet accepting the idea of what you put out is what you get back. But again, allow yourself to explore what it is you are thus then perhaps unknowingly putting out, to get in touch with it, to then make the adjustment, and then you can more easily always put out that which will bring back to you what you do prefer. The idea you will truly be smiling, and thus truly be getting back a reflection of yourself smiling.